parking lot in Food Park. I asked them to do some delays as far as Friday afternoon, because we have 27 campers checking in down there Friday afternoon, paving, so they're gonna try to haul anything in the afternoon and push whatever they have to do Tuesday after the weekend.
That's right, it's holiday weekend, isn't it? Wow,
So they should be done next week on that road.
great.
What happened to the Korean corn dog place?
They had already unfortunately found something out
Gotcha.
by the time we were able to get back to them. So Santillo's, I know they were supposed to have their health inspection this week, or today, I think.
I see they were all down there today.
I was messing with that. Did everything work out with the sink stuff that
He
we?
didn't stop in, just signing that and get the keys, so I don't know, maybe it's not necessary anymore. He was, told me he was gonna stop in yesterday, but I think he wants to be open for the weekend. And we are gonna be selling live bait at the campground now too, so we got worms and that in.
I think that's wonderful.
She told me that the other night. I was like,
I think that's great. I think you're doing a hell of a job, honestly. You're doing a great job.
I think that's it.
So just want to let you guys know I got the mics working, so we're back on.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't say hell.
No.
Do you want me to repeat everything?
No. Appreciate it.
Okay.
So-
We didn't accept them yet. I
Yes, you have
mean,
nobody else, he's not here. They're-
Water treatment,
But with the water plant, did they start the weekly meetings?
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
And we're meeting again tomorrow.
so I'd like to have, we're set with those, right?
Yep, so
We have to vote on
just
it.
gotta get a vote for, all in favor for the, you already motioned 1 and 2, so you just need a vote from everybody to accept the board report.
Okay, like I have a motion to accept the board report.
Well, we did the
Oh.
motion, we
Just
just,
a vote,
all those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
none opposed.
motion carried.
Motion carried.
All right, on the voting. So just so you know, I set this up so you can just do it all in one, so you can just do all 3 of those. So
Okay.
just get a motion to,
So I'd like to hear a motion for applications for fire department parties.
I'll make a motion to accept the fire department's member application for use of the fire department for Haley States, a birthday party, 5/25 from 2 to 4. Ken Thurston, birthday party, 6/2 from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Aaron Emery, birthday party, 6/16 from 11 a.m. to 5
This is a long party.
p.m. Yes.
I'll second it.
All in,
I need
Go ahead.
discussion.
These are different fill-out sheets here, I see.
yeah, so you mean like the new form that he did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep, there's an extension or a correction on the,
There's some
Use
additional
policy.
verbiage?
there's on the use policy as far as no, no alcohol use.
Yeah. Who did this?
Jason, the chief.
Google?
Did they fix that one part that we looked at, wasn't there one, hold on, I'm just trying to read it real fast. There was a weird one in there that.
Yeah, it's the way you read it. It's actually, you've gone over it, and it's, actually, he did change it, sorry. So it's not, he did correct it there. First one was a little wonky.
Yeah.
That was the other draft that we read, that he's handed in a different one since then.
Okay. Because I'm looking, so what do I have for the consent?
so they've done away with that entirely.
So
Where
what if
before
we-
you could,
can I
now you
just-
can't at all. Okay.
I
got
do,
it.
can I just ask, that second asterisk,
Yep.
just, it's kind of wordy. Like, so what are they saying here? The members shall monitor all activity and specifically acknowledge that member is solely liable. So so what they're saying is the person that's renting it is liable if somebody does come,
They're responsible for making sure that
No
there
one-
is no
alcohol,
use.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I
They're the
just-
ones taking on responsibility by, by having a party, understanding that they're not gonna have any alcohol use,
Okay,
unless there's some form of express permission.
Okay, so that's our discussion.
Yeah, so, yeah, if we have no further discussion. we can
No
take a
further?
vote.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
None opposed?
None opposed?
That's carried. All right, the next one.
Okay, so this is for the, can I get a motion for credit electric utility account for 806 North Decatur Street for $425.
Make a motion to accept the credit for the electric utility account for 806 North Decatur Street, $425.62. I believe this is from being charged a commercial rate versus residential.
Yep, that's correct.
So guys, second the motion, and then we can talk, because I want to hear about this. What's going on?
Who's second? Anybody?
I'll second.
Bob?
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
Yep. so
further discussion. Okay, so the one thing I didn't understand is,
Well, there you
where did the 280, where did 280, oh, that's what the overcharge was? $280?
482.
Well, that was their estimate. Barb actually found it to be $425.62. So I guess, you guys are more than welcome to jump in and explain what really happened, because we weren't there at the time, but I guess it was the business at one time, but then you moved it back to the
Well,
apartment.
actually, the business got moved, we officially moved into the building November, Thanksgiving Day.
November 27th?
21.
27th?
So, but we sold our house on South Monroe Street in January, and then 806 Decatur Street became our residence.
Okay.
So they were working on the building from November to January, so I'm not concerned about that.
Yeah, so then I guess what happened was they never switched the account back over to like residential, so they were getting charged the commercial rate.
Commercial rate.
Yeah, so will be a credit back to them.
Yeah, we didn't notice on the bill until tonight that there was like taxes every month, so we didn't calculate any of that in there.
So,
Probably by Barb came up with a difference than we did. I just literally took the January bill to the current bill and seeing the different rate wattage between residential and commercial and multiplied it and said, this is about what we understand.
yeah, she went back through it and said that, that you are actually owed almost double that, so,
Yeah,
so yeah, if you,
she has better knowledge than I do.
yeah, no, that is great.
So the actual credit's 425.
Yeah, so you'd be crediting your $425.62.
Any more discussion on that?
Good.
You all good? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed?
Anybody opposed?
Carried.
Motion carried.
Motion carried.
So I will turn that into Barb to get the credit process. Yep, thank you.
Thank
The
you.
other two you don't have any backup for, it's just,
Thank you, Stacy.
Thanks, guys, we'll
See you
for a
guys.
sponsor now.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so, I'd like to ask for a motion for hire of Matt Sandritter.
I'll make a motion to rehire Matt Sandritter, seasonal labor, buildings and grounds at $16 per hour, effective 5/31.
I'll second
Further discussion?
Matt's he's a regular young kid that comes back all the time, so he's just
in an
coming back.
elected position, fluctuates, right?
Yeah, he's coming back to the season, and he's gonna work with Scott's department, or his group, the building and grounds. So it's basically on the weekends, I think, not. he's gonna-
So that's his correct hour for,
Yep,
he's a
yep.
returnee, but that's his correct?
Yep,
Okay.
he's on year 2, I think, so that pulls him up from 15 last year to 16.
Okay. No further discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed?
Anybody opposed? All right, go on to the next one.
Yep,
Yep.
Okay, and we're looking to somebody to make a motion to hire Carson Fiat?
Tate, I make a motion to
Tate?
hire Carson Tate, for lifeguard for the season at $20 an hour, effective June 10th.
I'll second it.
Tate.
Tate.
It's an interesting spelling.
Good run.
Okay, somebody second that?
Margaret did.
All right.
So Steve and then Margaret.
Further discussion? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? No, motion carried.
Great.
All right.
Great young man.
It's nice to see kids working.
Yeah, these guys, they're great. I mean, I'm so happy that most of them came back.
Excuse me.
Nuts. Actually, and Scott's actually running with less of a crew than last year, so good for him. He's got it worked out.
I told my granddaughter she better get her credentials so she can do it next year.
She can't read it.
That's what I told her. She's looking for a job now. I said, are you kidding me?
The state park is up to almost 22.
Uh-oh, don't say that out loud.
Yeah, that's actually, we are,
Everybody knows it.
so the newer lifeguards that are coming in are starting at 20, but all the returnings are getting the same.
Yeah.
We put them at 22. 'cause we
Okay.
wanted to be
Yeah, I
competitive.
remember when we were growing up, boy, you got a job lifeguard in the state park, you were golden,
Yeah.
you know? Some kids from Watkins used to travel over to Cuca Lake and up to Sampson just to work for the state.
Buttermilk Falls, yep. Yeah.
So the next one was a write-in, so I just want to make sure everybody got that for,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I got it, yeah,
ask for a motion for Carol Cervoni.
yeah. I'll make
I
a,
make it.
oh, go ahead, you can go ahead, Stephen.
Yep, I make a motion to increase Carol Savoni's pay rate from $17 an hour to $18 an hour, as he's a longstanding employee, and this puts him into the confines of the pricing structure we have for that department. And I also suggest we make it retro to when he started. I think it's 2 weeks ago.
yeah, it was there, so that's fine.
I'll second that.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 He will be very excited because he has no idea.
No opposed? Carried.
Great. Let's do it for voting.
No, do we have to do the audit?
No, we do,
Oh, no.
that's just the voting items, like, we didn't
Oh,
have a
the-
lot, so.
Or
Okay,
approve the
I'd like to
audit?
have a
Okay.
motion. Is that the correct figure there?
Yeah, that is the correct figure.
Okay, I'd like to have a motion for the general audit.
I'll make a motion that we approve the general audit dated May 17th, 2024 for the total amount of $314,857.02.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussions?
No toilet paper.
Well, we got lots of that. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, that's what.
We're gonna go over that soon.
Brooms, Jim.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. So now we go to board concerns.
Yeah, so if anybody has any additionals, we can obviously add them in as we go. But so a special meeting needs to be held on May 31st, and darn it, I didn't write the time. I think Lori said 9 a.m., so now I gotta get you the right time, I can't remember, but it's gonna be early in the morning. So what you have to do at the end of the fiscal year is that we have one final bringing in of any payables that they get squeezed in to that.
That's
so
on Friday.
we need at least 3 of you there.
Yeah, I'll be
Shoot,
there.
that's my
They'll come
brain.
in, and so the managers are gonna they'll be instructed to get all of their final payables in for the end of the fiscal year. And then you'll just come in and it'll just be a quick meeting, you'll literally just open up and, do the payables, just like you do the general audit, and
Yeah.
close it, we're done, so.
The earlier the better would be for me if you need me to be there, because that's my Grammy day.
Yeah, I believe it was early, she said like 9 a.m.
It's
So
Friday morning.
I have it in
Okay.
the email, and I forgot to add it in here, so I will. It is possible that if I can get everything from John and send it over, and I would really prefer this, that we get the Teamsters agreement on there, so that you guys get to just consider it a special meeting. But that way you can vote on it, so then the main reason why is so that we don't get into any retro pay, so that we can just get everything changed and everything flow through. If it doesn't work out, not a big deal, we can do the retro, it's just so much.
It'll make it
It's so much
easier.
easier not to. So if I can get all that back, I'll send it out to you. I won't be here when I do, I'll be in California, but I'll send it to you guys and then.
You're gonna have to come back.
Are we-
What's
When-
that?
I would like to see that whole contract, like, I sent that in the text, I'd like to see it in its entirety, you know, is
So
that
should
a
be what we
possibility?
get.
Yeah,
We-
that's
we-
what he-
Yeah,
he
he'll
should
come,
do.
he should turn around and now completely form that together,
And
and
give
it
just-
should be
okay,
one
good.
contract to send over for you guys to look through.
Then we look through it
Yeah.
and go from there.
Okay,
Yep.
one more pass through, that'd be good.
Fred, when we
Make
see
sure it
like
takes out
the-
car
is there a
hire.
forecast so far, like what might pop off before you leave, because you're gonna be gone, right?
I'll be gone, but I'll be here.
I'll be
I'll be,
gone, but I'll be
you can reach me, but I mean, it's, as far as anything that's pending for like, I don't know. We've pretty much cleaned up everything, so I don't know, we'll just take it day by day, but really, the goal is, I finished the budget, got the numbers in, so I'm gonna, nobody's gonna finalize it. Then we're gonna have to do amendment later, because there's a couple things that we gotta fix. Not financials or anything, there's just a couple codes on some of them that we need to fix. We learned that we gotta do ARPA a little bit differently. But for the most part, so everything's good match, so they'll finalize that, and then, she's gotta get the budget to the state, so that'll be happening. And then the biggest thing is, you know, staying consistent with the managers. That's, you know, for this year, we're gonna make sure that you guys have monthly reports showing what's going on every single month with budget lines. So that wasn't happening before, so at least this way you'll have a better idea, and then if
See
you
what's going on.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
usually the first round, you don't see it, but after a while, if you start seeing lines get somewhere where maybe it's getting down, we talk to the managers and make sure that they're not overspending.
So there'll be one more of these for this year, for this fiscal
There
year?
will be one more for, it'll be your final payables, and you'll do it on May 31st. And it'll just come in, you'll approve anything else for the rest, and then that will close out the fiscal year as far as any spending, and then any new spending starts, you know, January 1.
Okay.
Or June 1, sorry. Yeah, and that's the new, start of the new fiscal year.
Did the air conditioning go off?
No, I'm cold.
I turned it down.
You turned it down?
What's that? Oh, it's been hot office all day, I can't, I
No,
actually
you
love
mean
this.
you turned it up?
It was on
No, you turned it down so.
Oh, you turned down the thermostat? I just, it felt like it was
Oh,
cool.
you
and
know,
then-
we do have one other thing to talk about. So, for board concerns, Deloya, you'll see the Axon, whatever this is. So, he wants to, from the way they explained it, you can, yeah, I gave you the email, so you can kind of go through it, but, he wants to use the community center, and then this organization, if we basically require the equipment and stuff for them to do this training class, and then they come down and they do the training class, and actually it'll offer up to other law enforcement in the area and things like that. They'll actually do like an actual live taser training and whatnot over there, so.
Uh-huh.
But, and there'll be proper paperwork that has to be completed into insurance and things like that. But I guess by doing so, they also get, some deal on, and he's not here.
Two
I don't know,
free
you can
seats.
explain it better,
Yeah,
Jumper.
so
Okay.
with the grant that we just got, we'll be getting the new tasers and the body cams. So what we are asking is to be able to use the community center to host the training. We just need the facility and of course like the bathrooms and stuff like that. I'm not sure how many people are required to show, but it's a sign up for a law enforcement agency. We host the taser instructor school. It's like a 2 or 3 day course. And with that, if we host, we get 2 free spots, which saves us at least $500.
Oh, wow.
He says $1,150.
Yeah, it's like $575 per instructor. I think.
Yeah. So we're just looking to use the facility. We'll let Axon know if it does go through that we have approval from you guys. We have to give 3 separate dates, which are the October dates that I believe were in that
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
And that would be based off of Axon's availability, whether one of those dates would work best for them or not.
Yeah, and Chantel said that I'm
He's
sorry,
only got the first page.
it should only just be just this one page, and there should be an email that was with it. You
Yeah.
have the email?
We got it, yeah. So it's the 7th,
So will you guys be responsible for
14th.
for setting all that stuff up and making
21st.
sure you got all the
I believe so.
training mats and all that stuff?
Yeah, so Axon and Taser, they're the same company, so Axon will be responsible for bringing in, the dummy targets. It's basically a metal frame with a rubber mat hanging from it.
They'll bring everything set.
Yeah, they're gonna bring all the
Yeah,
supplies.
they'll bring up all the instructional aids and stuff like that over to the community center. I think we just need tables and chairs.
Which we have there.
Just-
Yep, and we have to supply coffee, water, and soda.
You gotta have a speaker.
no, they're gonna,
They're gonna do that?
I thought I saw where they were gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure Deloitte would know more about the details, the finer details. But yeah, we're just looking to use
Oh,
the
maybe not.
facility, any of those 3 dates in October, and
Yeah, it says tables, chairs, laptop projector, and internet access for the course.
yeah.
And even if we do provide the refreshments that are on there, it's still a lot cheaper than sending somebody to the other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And those are all Mondays. I already looked at the dates.
Yeah, so we have to, like I said, we have to submit 3 separate dates for the 2 to 3 day training. So if it's like the first week in August, it'd be whatever that first Monday is, that we have to.
The 7th.
They're all like.
Yeah, so the Parks Department, what they just said, what Chantel said was, so if you go with those, you have to send them those, you're gonna pick 3 days within each one of those weeks. And then, so whatever when they come back and just tell you what it is, then we just gotta book it with them, but for the most part, there's nothing taken out. So if there's a conflict, at least you'll know about it right away, but they said that those dates would be clear. So once you pick one, you just gotta tell them, and then we'll just have to get
Just so
some
you
of that
know-
paperwork.
Just so you know, the 14th is Columbus Day. I know, because the office is closed on Columbus Day, right? You
I
guys,
think this is great, but Fred, do we have, as a village, a projector?
We have one. Is it what? We have one. Yeah, I'm sorry, we do have a projector.
And a larger screen than that?
No, you could project it on the white wall in there, they've done that before, but, no.
We had to supply that, or those guys
Is there
supply
some
that?
shared
We do.
services building that we could borrow?
The only thing they have, I don't know, we're actually in the process
Have to
of
charge us.
getting one, it's the same thing, but they basically have a cart that holds a TV on it. But again, the TV's actually smaller than that.
Because you're gonna have 30 to 35 people.
yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
So by the time October comes, we might even have our rolling, I mean, I'm sure we will by then, so. But yeah, if, I know that they can project it on the wall, and they have over there.
We've got a couple months to get it worked out
Yeah, and
anyways.
if anything, they could come up with a white sheet or something to, the projector, it works. I don't like the quality, I mean, it works, right, it just, well, the good thing is it would be darker over there, so it would work. In here, we don't have a block of the light, so we don't get the quality,
Yeah, this is great.
but yeah.
So just for clarification, you want me to reach out to Chantel and see if those dates work?
Yeah, she said if you could just submit to them, because your dates, they probably will come back to you then and say, yes, we're gonna pick this week or whatever, and then you just let Chantel know that, okay, they locked in those dates, that way she has a calendar.
Yeah, the sooner the better, so she,
Okay. Yeah, that would be,
Yep,
the better date.
yeah, and congratulations.
Please lock this in before
They got
somebody
a
else tries
fat,
to host
fat
it.
grant.
We don't get the free.
That's big money.
who did?
No, it's
Oh,
the
we
police
did
department.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good amount.
That was very
I was
nice.
surprised we got.
I kind of rousted Bath online about that because they got 40 grand or something, and I was like, you guys didn't put in enough
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
So you still got money left over?
So we had to allocate money for certain items. We got in-car cameras that have license plate readers inside, we got new radios,
Good.
body cameras, tasers, new computers, and a new computer for the new car,
Jeez, beautiful.
ballistic shields,
That's great, you're getting the license plate
full
readers.
cams for the cars, so we'll have ballistic shields, in case of an active shooter, and then, rifle plates. Just, I mean, these are nice, but we're gonna stop a rifle now, so it's a little more added protection for us.
Good deal.
Nice, because
Good,
I talked to an
very good.
interesting guy at the night conference there, and he had some pretty interesting equipment.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to get with you guys sometime and go over it, and there might be something there that you could use.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Make ticket writing really easy,
Yeah.
real easy.
Oh, it is, right, yeah, you were telling me about that, yeah.
Anybody's got questions?
Well, I'd like to say something, so, just along those lines. So,
Don't we need to vote on this so he can engage a date?
So the reason why we're not voting on it yet, as soon as he comes back with an actual
Application.
date, we'll do an event
Alright,
application,
okay.
and then they'll vote on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see these guys lock it in right away. But
yeah,
Before somebody else tries to host it, then we don't get the freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was
That's
just
great.
about, they were, they don't really need a vote to be able to do
All
it.
right, yeah,
They
good.
just wanted to hear the feedback from us, if,
No, that's great.
And then-
Well, I mean, obviously, we need permission to use the facility.
Yeah, once you get the date, just come back, we'll do an event, we'll do an application for it,
Yeah,
and lock it in, and.
yeah, tell them lock it in right away. so
Yep.
We don't lose it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check with Deloitte on those dates, and I'll email Axon tonight, so.
Yeah, I think the lawyer was just waiting for us to talk about it, and he's gonna, that's what he was telling me.
all set? Okay, so I thought this was, I got some funny things here then. So like cleaning supplies and paper products for the fire department. Cleaning supplies, paper products, $700. And then the very next page, hand dryers for the bathrooms, $176.
Electric hand dryer.
Yeah, but they just bought all the paper goods to dry your hands with, and then they bought. Thought that was funny. Crazy.
I saw it in there too.
It would be interesting to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So then tablecloths, $470. We don't go through a textile service?
What is it for?
Tablecloths for the event center?
That was for the big event that just happened with they came and did the.
Yeah,
The
that cost
DRI
us, that
farm?
cost us some pretty good.
Yeah, well, if you wanna be honest, we did that because we weren't told, and then when they showed up, they said they had their own tablecloths. But, so we didn't use those, but we had brand new ones for that event because everything else was,
Yeah, we paid for everything for that thing, the speaker system,
that was for
Everything.
the ribbon, the ceremony, wasn't it ribbon cutting except for the Lafayette and for the, I thought that.
Oh,
No,
I
it
don't
was
know.
I thought, oh, I
It
thought,
says, it says annual community, oh no, that's something different.
You put it down.
Yeah, because they went and, they went and did the,
No, those are.
they were here to go over the DRI projects and the completions of that and stuff, so it was an event they had for that.
Okay, the other quick things, the hood cleaning, how much it costs for you to clean your hood?
$650.
$875 to clean 2 hoods.
Hood of what?
And that one in the concession stand can't be very big.
What hood though?
Is there one in the concession
Oh,
stand?
there's one in both kitchens.
There's one in the community center, I know.
What do you mean by hood? What-
Exhaust
The
fan.
exhaust hoods over the ovens or stoves.
$875.
Mine's $650 for one.
Well, that one in
And I'll
the,
tell you what, I wouldn't do it.
no, I know,
Climb
it's
in
terrible.
there.
I didn't even know we had one in
Tastes
that little concession stand.
Yeah, I think, yeah, there's gotta be one in
Maybe there's a fryer.
there. Yeah, they got a fryer in
And what do we know about the watershed intermunicipal organization?
That's an annual, fee that, we're a part of that organization, and so they basically, like, it's a membership in a sense.
$3,000.
Yep, that's an annual, it went up by like $100 this year, but that's part of the program, and they do stuff for us as far as grant work and.
Yeah, so I remember mentioning this once before about the light tower and the brow light LED upgrade.
That was what you guys approved at the last board meeting, that was for the fire truck.
Oh, so it just keeps coming up $6,000.
So that was the lights, we replaced those lights to halogen lights.
Right.
So they
Oh.
We
would,
voted
yeah.
on
Yeah, so why,
That's just in there.
it's just in there
Yeah,
again?
that's just, so that, because of the amount, you guys had to vote on it, but that just went into the payables to be paid
Okay.
afterwards, so that's why you see that.
All right.
Something else from the fire department too, oh, the mask, they got new helmets.
They got new helmets, they got new hood things. Oh, here's a funny thing. Bee spray, zip ties, what's a zip screw?
zip screw?
I have no idea.
$750 for a bee
Oh.
spray. $251 for the bee spray.
Case.
$180 for zip ties.
For who though?
We go from the parks to the streets.
What was the other thing? What was it?
So the bee spray, they probably, yes, for the season, they probably ordered a whole case.
Yeah, it's gotta be more.
Because they've gotta go, they have bee problems and they have to have it readily
Yeah.
available
Well,
to.
I would
What was the
assume
third thing that you
electric
mentioned?
department would use
The
those
zip,
more than
the
anything.
other thing after
Yeah,
the zip
it's probably
ties?
split up between
Zip
the
ties and zip
departments.
screws.
Zip screws, okay.
Yeah, some of that's probably bulk purchase for the season, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
the zip screws are $311, whatever they are.
They're
look-
self-tapping screws for like sheet metal.
Oh, they do that, what do they use that for?
It would depend on
Call
who
streets
ordered.
department. All right, this is the one I found really funny. Mulch, we paid
I know.
$560 for mulch. Don't we have mulch down at the community center?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Parks Department wanted the black mulch all around the thing and not our mulch.
Have you seen that mulch down there? It's pretty black.
No, yeah, but I don't know. And the thing is with that mulch over there, there's bugs and stuff in it too.
Well, that's because you gotta get it out and get it spread out.
Not to mention,
Weeds.
I mean, the weeds and everything that would grow out of it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't say that stuff, people won't buy it.
But
Nobody
the
buys
thing
it,
is-
we give it away for free.
But you know, the thing is though, which I agree with that's wrong, is they should have bought it by the truckload. It would have been cheaper by the truckload than by the bag.
Well, no,
They bought it by
you
the
know, my
bags?
understanding is that
Oh.
they actually did buy it, so I don't know what the place was, but so they ordered some.
Perfect cuts or whatever.
Yeah, they
so
got it
Oh,
from-
that's the third.
it wasn't by bag though, I think it was by, I don't know what volume, but then they had to go back like
The
three,
dump trailer.
they had to go back like 3 times to get more. Yeah.
Because it went by 3 bags, 9 bags, and then they went back to, that was 12 bags, that was for $480, and then they went back
Oh, maybe it was.
and got more mulch, and it doesn't say by bags,
Yeah.
it says $80.
Wait a minute, 12 bags of mulch is 480, is that how that?
That's what I
works?
said, yep, $480.
That's a lot for a bag of mulch.
No, it definitely wasn't bags, because it was a lot of mulch, so.
It's gotta be low.
Yeah.
I get, because I bought a or a,
3-yarder.
yeah, and it was $42. So, that's gotta be truckload.
Yeah.
But still, I saw the bag too.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we
Yeah,
buying
going on
bags?
with
The only way I would be able to tell is to be able to pull it and see what the invoices are.
Well, here's the thing I was
Scott
looking
can
for.
tell you, because I know he ran and did it for him.
The sound system for the event center. That cost us $1,375.
Yes.
Just for that
was
one
necess-
event?
That was
For
necessary.
For
one
that
we
one
went to.
event, the DRI thing?
They didn't have a PA system, that was for the event, that was for that whole,
DRI.
governor was supposed to come, but then didn't make it. And
You were there.
Sent somebody else.
We were there.
Yeah, you guys were all
We
there.
don't have our own PA system down
We didn't we had a tiny little,
That one that they use for that.
it got fried in the flood, but we replaced it, but all they had was a little tiny receiver and a microphone. So this was the actual PA system. that they-
$1,375.
Well, they had
That's
the they had the 2 screens.
For what we got, and from Pro, I'm telling you, from Pro Audio, they're the ones that put in this system, you can't get anywhere cheaper than
It could have been more?
way more.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
yeah,
there.
I'm out of touch with
I
it.
use Rich Evans,
yeah.
it's a lot cheaper than that.
Well, that's what we need to know. We need, that's why I bring this stuff up. We can find
For the
something out.
Lions Club events, yeah. Holy jeez.
And then, and the last thing, leaf bags. Is that the stuff downstairs?
That is something that we need to come back to and talk about.
Yeah, we
We've
did.
brought it
$900.
up a million
I
times,
know every year we bring it up and nothing.
$900.
it's more than that, you spend about $8,000 a year on those things.
Oh, that
my
was just one
word.
shipment?
Yeah.
One shipment?
Yeah, so, I mean, and the problem is, I'll tell you right now, and I definitely, we should talk about it, we brought this up a
Yeah,
million
we
times.
started talking
What the
about it,
street
but-
department reports a lot is that those bags are full of trash or
Yeah.
things that are set outside
Just
that they
putting
can't-
other
they-
things
they
in there.
can't take.
Dog poop, Lori said one
Yeah,
time,
or-
her neighbors were put dog poop in
Not,
it.
not being used properly for what they're supposed to, and it is a huge expense.
Yeah, we need to we gotta make that a priority, I think.
So, we definitely need to bring it back and talk about it, because there's different options, to either, the one that we were talking about was just buy a certain volume, we can create a list, it's a little extra work, but then every resident, they can come in, just like they did with the light bulbs, when we did the light bulbs.
Yeah.
And we
Get
can
like
say
10
you get
bags
1 or
in.
2 packs, and then we check them off and that's it, and after that, you can buy them from us.
Yeah. I think,
And that's what the suggestion was, that we just would have to maintain it in the office, we'd have to store
right,
it.
it would be another thing that you'd have to do,
Yeah, it's
but,
okay.
yeah.
But still, it's better than just walking in here and grabbing it.
Well, and we've had people, I mean, we've asked them, to sign up, we have people that you catch sometimes that they just grab a stack
Oh
and
my
go,
God.
and you're not supposed to do that, so. But, yeah.
Okay, is that it? Any further discussions on anything? All right, so then I'd like to see a motion to move into executive order for legal matters.
I'll make a motion to move in the executive order.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, hold on a second, and we'll,
Carried.
Have a good evening.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks.
See you, Jumper.